What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitch? Uh, how y'all doing? I hope y'all day going well. It, and plus for me, and plus for anybody who got questions for me, anything like that, dealing with this live stream. If y'all got any questions to ask me, anything like that, before this live stream start, I do got Discord down below, just for anybody who just want to join it. The Discord link is right below it. The Discord link is right below, just in up in the description box. If you want to join my Discord, if you want to talk to me outside the YouTube channel and stuff like that, I got something there. And during this live stream, I will be talking about what's the best franchises wrestling. I'm talking franchises wrestling, thing for DC in the past, Marvel. What's the best action franchises? Action, some drama, some comedy. Who might be the best comedian, stuff like that. Because, like, in my opinion, everything could change. In my opinion, everything could change based on what you think the best franchise is, what you think that the best stuff. I think, in my opinion, could be good for some people. Because, like, in my opinion, you kind of talk like the best franchises and stuff like that will be a good thing, in my opinion, if they can have it down below. Like, in my opinion, because I think the best franchises be like the most unknown, I think, and some of the best action stars, I think, in my opinion, could be good. If y'all got any questions based on that, because, like, in my opinion, right, the best action star, best action comedian, all of them could change. But in my opinion, right, um, I got an opinion based on the He-Man show. I got an update based on the Prime universe. That for anybody who got a question on that, because, like, in my opinion, it's a lot of stuff that you probably can do based on the Prime universe. It's a whole lot of stuff dealing with that I would do anything like that. Do the Prime universe is good, it's cool and stuff like that. In my opinion, so, like, in my opinion and stuff like that, it's cool. Like, a whole bunch of stuff that Marvel could do, a whole bunch of stuff Star Wars could do. Because, like, for me, in my opinion, and stuff like that, like, like, in my opinion, and happy Thanksgiving just to everybody who watching this, who gonna watch this just on the replay, and have Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope you're having a good day, a good positive day, and everything like that. Because my day was went good, everything like that. My day was good, and I hope y'all day also went well, and y'all stay positive. In my opinion, because I think when you stay positive, everything like that, then you was able to, in my opinion, if you stay positive, everything like that, then it's just, I think that when you stay positive, that you able to give positive vibes out to everybody and stuff like that. Positive, you get to show everybody that under you being positive, everything like that. Because, like, in my opinion, because, like, in my opinion, stuff like that. Like, I also think, in my opinion, when people be positive, everything like that, and don't be negative people, then people will be able to, like, in my opinion, then you're able to, in my opinion, don't bring down the mood and stuff like that in the room. Because, like, for me, I kind of notice when people be negative or everything like that, that kind of brings down the room, everything like that, in my opinion. And just people just be positive and stuff like that, then people able to enjoy a lot of stuff. in my opinion. Kind of like in my opinion and stuff like that. It's like kind of like in my opinions, everything like that. It's like when everybody able to be positive, negative, whatever in between, everything else like that. In my opinion, is that when and when you're able to be real positive about stuff, like me and my up in my opinion, right? When you're positive, everything like that, then you able to bring out positive energy and positive about to everybody who might have had a bad day, who might have watching it, and you had a bad day. You kind of like could watch it over. I think it's like that, just to see the positive energy that YouTube that don't be negative all the time. Probably can give out. And kind of like for me, what I learned, everything like that, is like when you is not real negative all the time, and you try to understand people and get along with others and stuff like that, then you is able to, how can I say this? Then you was able to get along with a whole other people. You were able to get along with a whole lot of other people, I think, in my opinion, and you're able to bring the positive energy or everything like that, in my opinion. And like for me, and other opinions and stuff like that, so like some people think it can be different, some people cannot. Because like in my opinion, when your opinion is when you're able to be like a real positive person, in my opinion, that you is able to bring positive energy to other people, in my opinion. And that is my opinion about it, everything like that. And so like for me and my opinions and stuff like that about the something like for me and my opinion and stuff like that, it's like in my opinion, if we deal with like franchises, deal with action, then wouldn't kung fu kind of action or would kung fu kind of fight movie? Be, because like I know that everybody don't count every movie the same. Because I know like doing foreign movies just got different categories I learned. So like action franchises, like action, drama, and some drama had action stuff, but it's still called a drama unless it's not. I kind of understand why they had different categories for it, but like for me, it's kind of confusing to other people who don't know like the active fighting franchises because some action probably can be good, like from like a in my opinion, how can I say this? It could be good from your point of view, but for other point of views, it's not. And kind of like for me, in my opinion, stuff like that. If we want to start talking movies, um, so I'm probably gonna show y'all a picture of some of the stuff they want to reboot because the picture I did have the picture, but shoot, I got to find it again because it said really Scott had some plans just to reboot the universe, everything like that, and that it was some kind of universe thing that he wanted to reboot everything because they had like the aliens and stuff like that. Now, like for me, if they want to bring back the aliens, like I think the ones that they should, because this one right here could be like a good. start point. I think the one that I'm about to show y'all on screen, because you look at it, the action franchises. If they want to bring back if they want to put Alien, Predators, and stuff like that as in my opinion, as a series, that'd be good. But the thing about me, in my opinion, is like we all know that some studios do not know how to work certain projects and stuff like that. So that would be a good thing if we see it. But we all know that that on the some of the studios mess up the projects and stuff like that, which is the bad thing in my opinion. Because like for me, if they could bring like the Predator back, like in any form, something like making like an action adventure just when the people just had to get out the jungle and of course the Predator is in the way, in my opinion. And that is my opinion because everybody, right, if they can, cause I'm probably gonna show you the pictures and anything like that about it, because we all know like deal with franchises and anything else dealing with that, like deal with me in my opinion stuff like that, like cause I probably got the down, I'm about to download on there. So if you download it on there, I'm about to show y'all one of them is Alien. The Alien franchise I want to show, and plus the other one is Predator. Uh, because like for me, in my opinion, that could be like a sound like this, the Alien franchise. In my opinion, if we could bring back the Alien franchises at some point, like I think in my opinion, right, the Alien franchise, if you bring that to the like for the series and anything like that, like that would be a good thing in my opinion. If they could bring back the Alien franchise, be because like for me, right, I think the Alien franchise could be like a bear, could be like a really good franchise bringing it back, in my opinion. Because you look at it, in my opinion, like I think it could be like a real good be because like for me, if y'all had to do the Alien franchise, what would y'all do with it? Be because like in my opinion, right, if they could bring back the Alien franchises to some point of irrelevance, I think in my opinion, that the Alien stuff, like I think in my opinion, could be good. In my opinion, it could be like a real good franchises booster deal for the Alien fans. Because like if you look at it right and stuff like that, like the Alien franchises, I think was losing value. I think in my opinion, which I think in my opinion could be a bad thing or a good thing, but it's up to y'all. It's up at the end of the day. If y'all think the Alien franchise probably could come back, because if you look at it, the Alien the Alien franchises, which I think in my opinion, if they can do it right, and that just me in my opinion now, if they can do it right, because think about it, if they could do it right, which I think in my opinion they could, then that will be like a real good boost, I think, to the Alien franchises and to the fans that want another Alien movie. Be because like for me, in my opinion, stuff like that, like I think that some people don't want another Alien movie for a while. But the thing about it, like if they don't want a movie, that they need a series, at least a series to try to bring back some relevance. I think something like Star Wars did. Because you look at Star Wars had the Mandalorian to be like a real good compliment. I think that could take the franchises to like a whole that took the whole that kind of like saved the franchise for Star Wars. Because like for me, right? I think an Alien show or series could bring back the franchise, but shoot, I'm just not sure how people just will respond to it. Because like in my opinion, right, the Alien franchise sounds like if you look at the first one, the first two was good. The first one was kind of like a mystery type of stuff. I think in my opinion, it could be like it could be real good. A real good mix, I think, if they could bring back actually series and anything like that. But they should bring it. Because like in my opinion, if they could bring back actually series and anything else, anything like that, sound like the Mandalorian did for Star Wars. Y'all can agree. Y'all can agree or not agree. But we all know that the Mandalorian has saved the Star Wars universe. A series that did it. But I think if the alien people, I think in my opinion, could do it, that could be like a real good, and that could be like a real good universe building stuff. I think in my opinion, could be good, could be bad. Because like in my opinion, right? Because like in my opinion, deal with Star Wars. Star Wars, like for Wonder Woman, kind of saved these Wonder Woman did the Wonder Woman kind of saved DC and different as a credit store type of thing. So like y'all can agree or disagree, but y'all can put it up in the comment section anything like that. If y'all think I'm wrong, or y'all think I'm right, for it. Like on Twitch or YouTube, if y'all think I'm wrong or right, y'all can type it down below. Would y'all like that Alien series? Because like for me, I would like an Alien series in my opinion. And plus the other series that I would want to see in my opinion, another one is the Predator. It's the Predator. Because like I was more premium to the Predator than Aliens, but the Aliens was really good too. But yeah, if I had to pick a favorite, I like Predator a little bit more than Aliens. But that's I still like both. And kind of like for me, I think the Predator need um a show just like Aliens to be able to keep the franchise afloat. I think, in my opinion, because like I think people like in my opinion might not um the regular general public that did remember the last bad movie. I think in my opinion, if they could bring back like the show, because like in my opinion, it need another boost. Because like in my opinion, if they could bring like a whole nother boost to the franchise, that would be like a really good bump. I think, in my opinion, to the because like for me, in my opinion, right, everything like that, y'all can agree or disagree. But I think the Alien franchise could be. I think the Predator franchise could. I'll make the Predator franchise a TV show at least about two or three seasons. I think, or just make about the Predator ways, just how the Predator live and stuff like that, or just about the Civil War. Because like we all know, and everybody opinions like they think like everybody think that the Predator franchise did, if they think the Alien franchise did. But in my opinion, I don't think it's dead. I just think it need just a little resuscitations. I think, in my opinion, Be- because like for me, in my opinions and stuff like that, like everybody think that certain franchises can't be saved. And plus, if you look at the old ways, like in the '90s and stuff like that, if you look at the franchises and like that, like back in the '90s, they had movies and shows that was unknown. And sound like the Predator was a new one. The Alien was a new franchise. If you look at it, that they can bring back some of the most universe stuff. Sound like Frankenstein, Invisible Man, and everything else like that. In my opinion, if they can do it like in the right way and everything like that, sound like if you bring back the Wolfman and different stuff like that, that would be a good thing. Because we need like different franchises just to compete, which I think, in my opinion, because like for me, in my opinion, and stuff like that, like I think everybody is different in a different way. Like for me, in my opinion, and stuff like that, like sound like me, in my opinion, and stuff like that, like something like for me, in my opinion, and everything like everybody's different. If y'all got a different opinion this about the movies, shows, everything else like that, so me and y'all opinion, if y'all got a different opinion about um what I'm bringing and stuff like that, just about what I'm bringing and stuff that what I'm saying, then y'all could because like for me and my other opinion stuff like that, like everybody think um it's easy, but it's not. Um, be because like for me and other opinions stuff like that, sound like other people think like bringing the universes and making movies is easy, but it's not. But I also know it's all about storytelling, because we all know if the storytelling is good and the action means something, in my opinion, that will be a good thing. And sound like before the Alien franchises and Predator franchises just got just got not as good as the early ones. Because like you look at the first one, the second one, because like for me, everything else like that, like you could have called the franchise one of the best franchise coming. If you look at it, because that's what if you look at it, you could have called the Alien franchises, the Predator franchises, some of the best franchises. Because like for me, like if y'all got a different opinion, what y'all think of it, everything else like that, like y'all could because like in my opinion, right, if y'all want to bring like different opinions, everything like that, like I'm dealing with series, movies, be, be, because like in my opinion, stuff like that, like I do think that the movies, the shows, sound like it used to be better. I think in my opinion, it used to be better. Sound like people that probably can say did they think it was better, the early ones, because that's what if you look at the early movies and stuff like that, if you look at the early movies of some of the movies is good. Sound like people probably can agree, disagree, and like that, but the early Predator and Alien movies was actually good in my opinion. And some of the other movies, I think, in my opinion, of the other series, the Alien series was good too. And it sound like people probably can disagree or agree and stuff like that. Because like in my opinion, I think that some people are just too hard on it. Because like in my opinion, if y'all want to agree or disagree anything like that, then y'all can put it down below what y'all disagreements with it, what it's not. Because like for me, I think that some people just don't just don't like difference in opinion sometimes I think. And that is a good that's a bad thing in my opinion because like in my opinion, like I think people should accept all opinions, I think in my opinion. That's one of the good ones. Because this movie franchise right here, the Predator franchise, is one of the best action franchises, I think, in my opinion. And kind of like for me, in my other opinion, which I think, if they could bring in like an alien predator, if they could bring in like a good story like that, sound like dealing with the home world, sound like aliens don't really got no home world. The aliens home is wherever on the aliens take hold. They don't got nothing. But the predator do got home world, and this should probably should tell the storylines and stuff like that, just how the predators actually work. I think, in my opinion, that would be a good thing. Uh, because like in my opinion, right, if they can't, because like in my opinion, stuff like that, like everybody is different types of storytelling. Because like for me, kind of like for me in storytelling, is like doing predators, like they should tell like the hierarchy of the predators, how they work, how they live, how they get their equipment and stuff like that. Because like in my opinion, stuff like that, it sounds like people, in my opinion, forgets just how parents work, especially just for new generations and stuff like that. Like if they're making a show, like they should make a show about the Predator series and anything like that, just saying how it works. Because we cannot be saying to ourselves we want another Predator movie, and we got a whole nother generation that don't even know how the Predator works, about the origins and nothing. And that's why I say, if we get a show and anything else like that, because like in my opinions and stuff like that, like I think that some of the stuff, which I think in my opinion, because like I think in my opinion and stuff like that, if y'all got a different opinion about it, I do like the idea of make it a franchise and anything like that. If they can make it like a really good franchise stuff, which I think in my opinion they could, like they can like it or not like it. But I think that if they make some of the stuff, which I think in my opinion, that the Predator stuff good and the series good in my opinion, then that will be like a real good prospect. I think in my opinion they can do it. Because we all know, right, dealing with the movie industry and stuff like that, like we do need original ideas, but then right, if we can reboot something, but to do something originally, but the thing about it, but then don't do it like the 2016 Ghostbusters. Don't try to say you was the original Ghostbuster people and anything like that, dealing with that when you know you're not. Because like in my opinion, that we all know, like dealing with franchises and stuff like that. Like if you dealing with stuff, everything like that, like you should not be saying certain stuff. But some people don't like, in my opinion, because we all know, like we all know, like I'm dealing with like the next Black Panther movie we might need. We might need a booster gold, everything else like that. Because think about it, if we could get a booster gold, everything else like that, that would be a good boost. I think, in my opinion, that'd be good. Oh, good. The best movie franchise in the past. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. The best movie franchise in the past was Final Destination, where the killer is. Okay, okay, okay. Ooh, okay. And you said with the killer and the unknown spiritual is also no one is safe and one can get it. Oh yeah, yeah, that is true. But if you want to come in and like that, I got the link in the chat and anything like that. If you want to come in. Oh, but I will raise you. I will raise you Final Destination just for Freddy. Nightmare just on Elm Street. That that's a real good killer franchise too. If you look at it, that like I did with scary movie stuff like that. I think that in my opinion, and you the first person just for Twitch, I think, to even leave a comment. I think, uh, because they my opinion stuff like that. Like that is a good franchise. That Final Destinations, because think about it, it's like I know if the killer was, but you always. Oh yeah, wait a minute, wait a minute. Halo got books. Wait a minute. I thought Halo just been video game series and shows because I knew, like I knew Halo had like shows, video games. Sound like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, it is a book. Was it a book? I thought it was a comic or something like that, but I guess it's a book. I didn't even know that Halo just had books. Cause shoot, I probably got to go back and start. Shoot, I probably got to start going back and start doing my research on it now. Since I know Halo got books, because shoot, I did not know that Halo had books. Because like in my opinion, stuff like that, like for I didn't know Halo, everything like that had books in it. Because like in my opinion, since I know Halo got books, shoot, I probably gotta stop buying some of them books now and find it. Because like in my opinion, stuff like that. Because like, oh wait a minute. Oh, the reboot on SOMET. Oh yeah, that was. Oh shit. Okay, okay. The reboot on Elm Street had only hinted at Freddy may have touched kids, but they showed him touching kids and the parents burn him. Actually made the costume sales go to zero. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, shoot that. Because you look at the original, like he was accused of something like he didn't do. But the Jason series, that like Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, the Michael Myers reboot first one was good, but the second one not as good as the first one. But the thing about it, I have a feeling in my opinion that Hollywood might be bringing back. In my opinion, how can I say this? They might be bringing back Jason because that's what they already got Michael Myers. They already got Freddy. What's next? Jason and stuff like that. Once they bring back Jason as a franchise, I think like they might have a movie Michael Myers versus Jason versus Freddy. And plus, I think the person that might come off on top is Jason again, because we can't afford for Michael Myers to be like to live after that three-way battle. And that just me, in my opinion. It's talking about you can't be having Michael Myers every time that coming back. Um, and do anybody in the chat used to watch the older Power Rangers and anything like that, or saw the newer Power Rangers movies? Anything else? Because like in my opinion, I just got an update on that because that we all know like dealing with the and you was right, GZDR4 forever. I think you was right on that part. Just but the reboot and stuff like that, they do it. But the thing is like if you had to do like the Predator or Alien franchise, would you would you which movie which movie of the Predator will you decanonize, or which one are the aliens you will just take off the canon if you had a choice? Because look at it for aliens, Alien and Predators, it's a whole lot of movies that you probably could decanonize. I think, in my opinion. Oh, wait a minute. They are bringing back Jason. The original creator brought back the license. It will reboot this series. If remember, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. His mother was the killer, not him. They're gonna focus more on her and the French. Okay, okay, okay. If they're doing that, that would be a good reboot. That would be a good reboot slash doing something new. If you look at, because you look at it, that could be like a real good thing in my opinion. That could be a good thing. So like in my opinion, stuff like that, like that if you would do like an Alien franchise, anything like that, if you would do like an Alien franchise and anything else like that, then that would be a good thing. If y'all know about the Alien franchise or Power Rangers, because you look at it, um, because you look at the Power Ranger franchise, the Power Ranger franchise could be the next MCU in my opinion. If they do it right, like in my opinion, if y'all seen the Power Rangers like back in the day, if y'all even look at it, if y'all want to explain what's going on, the Power Ranger universe, then I could, if y'all want me to, because like GZDR, my extra franchise that I would like, it's like I like the Terminator franchise, the early Terminator franchise I like, and plus I like some of the under, women Terminator, and plus I like some of the alien stuff. Okay, I only like the original Predator because they are both bad guys. They showed them killing humans for no reason, but I can't get with them. Yeah, yeah, but the thing is, if I had to go with one, I'd rather have to fight predators than aliens because we all know if aliens fight you, that the aliens put some kind of eggs in you and stuff like that, and you die like miserably doing that, and that's the bad thing for me. And kind of like for me, right? If they do like a Power Ranger original series stuff like that, if they do like like in my opinion, right? They could do like a Power Ranger series, song like if they could do like the original first five. Like I think in my opinion could be a good thing. That because you look at the original Power Rangers, that the original Power Rangers, like I think in my opinion, they could make it like if they make it like a more dope. Like I would like to do the original five, then bring in the six Ranger. I think if because you look at the original Power Rangers, they always had Serpentina, but the thing is like I would like to see the Serpentina Ranger come in as a bad or good guy, anything else like that. Because if you look at it, the Power Rangers, I think some it's always been like misunderstood, and that is my opinion about that. Um, but kind of like for me, right there. Had anyone seen the Power Rangers series, anything like that? Like the older ones, newer ones. Have anybody seen it? Because like we know, but if you know, like in my opinions and stuff like that, like so like the Power Rangers series that I would like to see adapted into a series is like the they supposed to be bringing like a Power Rangers, the older ones and stuff like that, into Netflix. I think something like that, the original one. Because if you seen the original one, they're supposed to be rebooting it in the year 2023. because the original Power Rangers were also one of the best ones. Sound like the original Power Rangers. They had Time Force. Oh no, that oh man, so that oh bright color. Wait a minute, that on the colors wasn't just that bright though. If you talk about the on the reboot ones wasn't just that bright. Like I thought, in my opinion though. The but the reboot was good. I like the reboot, but the only thing I didn't like about the reboot is like where they made the Little Ranger background, in my opinion, and that's kind of dumb in my opinion. How they do the Little Ranger background because of that was kind of dumb in my opinion. Was kind of like trying to bring back the Little Ranger stuff, which I don't like. Oh, you talking about the outfits, yeah. Yeah, but that's kind of like the show. That's kind of like the show trope and stuff like that. But then I understand what you're saying about the outfits. But the thing about me, right? If I was a ranger and stuff like that, but I wouldn't dress in my color, what I morph into, in my opinion. And that's always what bothers me about the show. Talks on the Red Ranger, ran red. Blue Ranger, win blue. Green Ranger, win green. I say, if I was a villain, I could find y'all real easy. How in the world could you not hide? And and that is my opinion about that. Just sounds like the unpromised. I like the show overall, and plus about teamwork over they just go through adversity and stuff like that. It it actually go through adversity and plus actually accomplish it by itself. Unlike Spider Man, that's in the MCU, who have everybody help to boost him up and he get in trouble. And that's the bad thing about it. I don't get it. And this me. Like how could the Power Rangers back in the day in the 90s and some ones now go through adversity now and actually overcome it. And plus we don't got the MCU Spider Man can't even do it. But the one from, in my opinion, Power Rangers could do it in their show within 30 minutes. And you tell me that a Spider Man can't do it, which is my disappointment, in my opinion. And if they make that franchise good, like on Netflix, and if for the first movie of Power Rangers coming out 2023 or series, just watch out for that. And plus my other franchise that I would like, I would raise sound like I like some of the Chinese movies too back in the day. Because you look at the Chinese movies now, like some of the Bruce Lee movies, some of the Bruce Lee movies was good. Sound like Return of the Dragon, everything like that. Sound like the Bruce Lee movies was actually some good movies. If you look at it, because like the Bruce Lee movies they had, everything like that, some back in the day was sound like some of the best. What's up, Diaz? Because you look at some of the best some of the and Bruce Lee has some of the best movies though, I think, in my opinion. Bruce Lee, in my opinion, has some of the best. And Happy on Thanksgiving. And Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Thanksgiving Diaz. Because like in my opinion, um up in my opinion, I think that Bruce Lee did have some of the best kung fu movies did for his time. I think that was going to modern times because you look at some of MMA and stuff like that, like they actually go by some of the some of the stuff I think in my opinion, which could be good, bad, and everything in between. Because then, like, if you look at it and stuff like that, like some people might like it, some people might not. Because look at I think that Van Damme series, I think something like that was some of the best series on like kickboxing, I think, just with Van Damme. That sound like the kickboxers movies, I think, in my opinion, when he was in it before the new ones came out, but it did. Oh yeah, that oh yeah, Bruce Lee did. Let me see. Sound like in my opinions and stuff like that. Like I do think that Jackie Chan did have some good movies because think about my opinion, the first wait a minute, I like the first two Robot Cops movies though. Maybe our Wu Tang will remake those old movies. Yeah, yeah. You look at Reza. Yeah, shoot. He do have some good taste in kung fu and movie stuff like that because we that was some just some good stuff I think in my opinion. Because like for me, the other one that I will this one right here and this and yesterday and you said that let me bring up the picture. What you said was one of the greatest franchise. You brought up RoboCop as one of the best franchise at the one of the best movies. Like RoboCop, I like. Sound like for me writing stuff at it, sound like the first RoboCop was actually good in my opinion. The first RoboCop was good, and Jackie Chan did have some good kung fu movies. Oh yeah, the Rush Hour series. I think the first two was the best one. I think in my opinion. If you look at past the Rush Hour 1 and 2, but the thing right, but the thing Rush Hour 3 was also good as well. But the thing my in my opinion, I think that this one right here was one of the best movies Van Damme made was Kickboxer because we all know that under Van Damme was a good was a good fighter in my opinion. He, he's a good kung fu person that practices it. If they got a tier list for action films, then I would actually go with that. My opinion, that would be good if I could find the tier list for action movies. Because like in my opinion, stuff like that, sound like the action movies. It's a whole. Oh, wait a minute, Bloodsport. Yeah, yeah. Bloodsport was good for his, and plus the Bloodsport movie has some of the best, in my opinion, some of the best, in my opinion, some of the best action scenes. Death for back in the day, I think that Death for American made films. That was some of the best fight scenes, I think. Because anybody, if you look at it, if you look at the list, everything like that, like it actually been good. I think, in my opinion, for some people, and some people just might think it's not. 'Cause- Wait a minute, the quest. Wait a minute, when the quest the first one? Oh yeah, oh yeah. I almost forgot about that. That and plus he made one named Double Team. I think my opinion was good. Let me see that. Because think about it, if you look at it, like some of the best. Oh yeah, the original Mortal Kombat. I like that movie. They put the original Mortal Kombat might be cheesy at a certain point, but the original Mortal Kombat movie was also good. But it's also good, I think, in my opinion, something because like some people just might think it was bad and cheesy, but it's like because then let's look up 90s. Let's look at action movies. Let's look at action movies though. Because we all know that Bruce Lee has some of the best kung fu action movies. Let me see now. Let me see 90s action movies. 80s and 90s. Just to narrow it down because we know it's a whole lot of action movies now. Because we all know different movies stuff. But that 80s and 90s has some of the best action movies of all times anyway. Because think about it, some people just might try to argue that, but we know 80s and 90s have some of the best action movies of all times, in my opinion. It did. And kind of like for some people just might think it's not. Some people just might think it is. But this kickboxing movie right here was actually good. And they had Commando. They had Commando. They had Running Man, Die Hard. Um, and one of the best action movies I think that might not be underrated is just Indiana Jones. I think, in my opinion, it's a good action movie. I think, in my opinion, it could be. It could be for some people. It could not be for others. And let's just try to come up save this picture right here, just to see if y'all actually agree with this action movie stuff. And speed, and speed, and plus speed just for Cornell Reeves. Okay, if you look at it, if you look at that, if y'all, oh yeah, and Terminator 2 is a good one too. Terminator 2 is good. And let's just try to bring up the picture and see if they would actually agree with some of these. These some of the photos I seen. They had Arnold Schwarzenegger Commando, Stallone, Chuck Norris, Van Damme, everything like that. Like those some of the action stuff I, that might be. Because we all know like I'm doing movies and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to make it. And and plus for people to make it memorable. I think some of that, just the 80s, 90s, all the way to now, it still be memorable. That's actually good, and that be a good or bad thing. But it's it's up to, in my opinion, it, right here. And kind of like for me, I think these three was actually good because they got on the Predator movie. The first one is making iconic. Uh, Predator is making iconic. Under Siege is an underrated action movie that some people just don't remember, but actually good. But Die Hard, that's another iconic movie, and that's actually good in my opinion too. Uh, because kind of like for some people, so oh yeah, that because you look at a Die Hard series is actually a good series just until it got to the fourth or fifth movie, I think, when it started getting bad. I think, in my opinion, because you look at, I feel like it got to second or third, fourth movie, something like that, it got bad and everything else like that. If y'all agree or disagree, that because like I feel like if the and for the Under Siege movie, the second one wasn't as good as the first one, but I still liked it at the same time, and that was and and some people feel to realize also sometimes some directors kind of like feels like, in my opinion, um up in my opinion, they kind of like try to forget stuff. Um, as times go along, in my opinion, some people different, some people not. Like in my opinion, everybody different the same way. And and from the other opinion, like I think that John Wick, in my opinion, might be up here time for iconic movies. I think, in my opinion, because you look at each movie got bigger, and some like the first movie. The first movie was good. The second one was better than the second one was better than in my opinion, the second movie. The second John movie was better than the first one, and the third one was better than the second one. And kind of like for some people could disagree or agree, but they could be good. It is debated, but oh wait a minute. Um, let me see. The debate whether Die Hard whether is a great. Ooh. Um, I think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, but the thing is like I can understand the reason why people don't call it a Christmas movie, but I understand as well though. The fourth one, I think they had him jumping out of the helicopter and missed the point that John McClane is just a normal guy. Yeah, yeah, but the thing about it sounds like they're for newer times. They probably try to update themselves, everything like that. But everybody's different. But sure, in my opinion, I probably wouldn't that like that. Because you look at it, if you wanted like John McClane to act like he had action star, everything like that, this should have had him doing like the Rock. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Some of the Rock movies kind of action movies too. Because if you look at Rundown, if you look at Walking Tall, okay. Oh yeah. Both of us both on the same page. I do think it's a Christmas movie, but the thing is like I can understand reason why people don't, but for me, it's actually a Christmas movie. I actually look at it on Christmas, and that's what I call it, Die Hard Christmas movie. Because you look at the settings, everything like that. it's like a holiday setting. It's not like a normal setting, anything like that. It's like a Christmas holiday setting. Everybody just say the world. It's like you say the city and stuff like that, in my opinion. But that's how I feel like. And they kind of for me, right? Wait a minute. He had one. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That ain't the one you talking about was the it was because they might the Rock had one just with Jumanji. And he had the other one. What's the other movie? Shoot, he had that other. He had a the dang shoot. What what's the name of that movie? Shoot, man, I'm trying to figure out what the name of the movie with the Rock everything like that. Um, Kevin Hart movie because wait a minute. GI Joe kind of action serious, but I like the first one better than the second one. But the second is a little bit better in my opinion. That the one with the Rock. Oh yeah, I like the one that he was in Fast and Furious. Sound like people hate to say it. People hate to say it, but that's what people hate to say and stuff. Oh wait a minute, wait a minute. The one you talking about, the first one when the Rock and Kevin Hart was in, that was a Central Intelligence. That was the first movie that the Rock and Kevin Hart did together, and the second one was Jumanji. Oh wait a minute. Oh, Scorpion King. I like the first Scorpion King. I like the first Scorpion King when the Rock was in. Sound like people pretty much don't. Um, some people don't like it, but if you look at it, it's an action movie. Action movie. He went to a wrestling, everything else like that. Okay, okay, I was right on that. I was right. Okay, because thing like in my opinion, like I kind of feel like people hate on the Scorpion King too much, which is kind of dumb. Because everybody, if you look at it and stuff like that, like the Scorpion King, but the other ones not the other Scorpion Kings kind of mess up the series. Because think about it, if you want to make it like another Scorpion King movie, sound like the other Scorpion Kings, I kind of like it's kind of hit and miss with some of them, but some of them I like some, and others I don't. But if you look at it, the Fast and Furious franchise, people could hate me a little bit for saying it. The Rock saved the franchise, and he took it to a whole nother level when he went in it. Sound like people could hate me a little bit for saying it, but we all know that The Rock did. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Oh wait a minute. Oh wait a minute. I almost forgot about that. I forgot about that. I was trying to remember the other movies he made, but that was wait a minute. Wasn't the Fast and movie? Wasn't it one that somebody set him up and stuff like that? They killed his brother. Yeah, yeah, killed his partner. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that movie. Shoot, I just didn't remember the title of that movie. And didn't they have him when they snitch? I think he made the Rock named Snitch. Because if you look at now, shoot, the Rock got bangers. The Rock got bangers in movies. Because you look at the Rock, the Rock could go toe to toe with this one. Anybody doing movies because like people could hate that sound like if anybody see the cowboy. Yep, yep, the Punisher. Yep, because think about it. I would love to see him up in the MCU. John Bernard Punisher. I would love for you to I would love for him to see it up in the movie. I think, in my opinion, that'd be good. That'd be good in my opinion. It sounds like the that MCU moves to bring back the Punisher, anything like that, bring him back. Because think about it, in my opinion, stuff like that, like I don't think they will, but we all know how Disney is with stuff. And put the Cowboy Bebop, have anybody seen the Cowboy Bebop show on Netflix? Because like for me, right, it could be like controversial to say online, but that's what, in my opinion, I actually like the live action Cowboy Bebop show. I actually like the show because the show to me was actually pretty good. Because like for me, I was expecting a big old disaster of a show, but the show is actually good because Spike act like Spike, Jet and Faye actually act like she was Faye Valentine, just being her. What do you think of the Blade franchise? And they are rebooting it, but Snipes had ooh, now that is kind of, since Wesley Snipes don't got nothing to do with it. Like, it kind of bring down my confidence a little bit on it. Ooh, now that controversial right there. Both of them good though. That because they could bring back both to just an MCU multiverse if they do that. Because of Spider-Man movie. But the thing about me, the thing about the Blade movie and stuff, that on the Blade movie and what's just like don't have nothing to do with it, that's kind of dumb. That's dumb in my opinion. Because you look at it, Blade know the character in and out, and he actually played the character. And why would you bring him in as some type or some type of consultant that can help you make the Blade movie at some point? Unless the MCU, Kevin Feige is doing a certain timeline in certain comic books, because we all know that once this Blade goes on screen, that everybody is gonna be comparing him to Wesley Snipes. And what better person of bringing in to do to help with Blade than Wesley Snipes himself? Which is kind of like the point of it, I think, in my opinion, would have been. But we all know that the MCU just try to do their own thing, and that just me, in my opinion, what I think. But the Cowboy Bebop show, I think, in my opinion, is actually good. Sound like, yeah, y'all can clip it and send to other people. But in my opinion, the Cowboy Bebop show is actually a pretty good show. Um, and this is a link for anybody who want to come in. Because if you look at it, the Cowboy Bebop show actually succeeded my expectations. Because like for me, I was expecting the show to have to be real bad, in my opinion. Sound like and this is gonna make a whole lot of people mad. Oh yeah, Thomas Jane, he also has a good Miller and a Smith. Oh yeah. I kind of agree with you on that, but we all know that they always pick the younger person most of the time to play the new franchises and stuff like that. And something like for me, like in my opinion, right, there was that sound like He-Man Universe and stuff like that. He-Man Revelations. This is not a He-Man show. This is about Tila show going around, um, coming around her. If y'all mind if I spoil, because if you look at it, it was some dumb stuff that happened throughout He-Man Relations Part 2. Some stuff was good, some stuff was. Oh, the older movie watcher would say Dolph Lundgren is their favorite. Oh yeah, sure. That would be true. That would be a true thing, I think, in my opinion. That would have been true. Some people will say that he would have been their favorite. And um people could clip this and send it to the internet. I don't care. That's what, in my opinion, This is not a He-Man show. This is a Tila show. This is a Tila show. Therefore, everybody who expecting He-Man to be the center of the show in part two, he's not. This is about Tila coming around or her responsibility and stuff like that of being, of being, how can I say, the sorceress. And she found out the sorceress being her mother or something like that. I really don't care. And kind of like for me, in my opinion, stuff like that. So it's all like for me. If anybody seen the Master of the Universe show part two, Lynn, how in the world, in my opinion, right, Skeletor, who can't get tricked at all most of the time up in the older series. Because you look at the older series, is that we all know in the older series is that all Skeletor wanted was the power, and he was not letting nobody get in his way or trick him, sexually or nothing. And how in the world, in this one, in this part two, is that he let Lynn, yeah, she not unlikable, but the thing is, they're just making a show about her, and, and, and people don't really care about the other characters. That they like the other characters, but they don't care about the character as much as they do He-Man. If you look at the 2002 He-Man, what was not like and directly canceled. And people thought that this He-Man show, Master of the Universe, just would have been a big old continuation of the 2002 He-Man, but it's not. Kevin Smith made his own thing. He lied to the fans and said that this show would have been about He-Man if you look at the trailer. Once again, the trailers is the trailers for He-Man, right? If y'all seen the trailers for He-Man, the new Masters of the Universe, all them fight scenes for that's in the last episode. It's not in the first. It's not in the second, third. It just like the story that building up. Sound like some parts of the story I like, but the thing about it is like this Master of the Universe show is not about He-Man. It's not a He-Man show. Because the thing about it, if you got He-Man on the show, no disrespect to the Master of the Universe, the show need to be by He-Man and Adam go to adversity of him trying to get the power and stuff like that. Him trying to get the power back from Skeletor just by in my opinion, this should have Adam completing trials and stuff like that. Him proving like he could be, he is responsible for the power, everything like that. That would have been good. Something like the older Power Rangers did, like in the game or something like that. If y'all saw the 1990 some power with Tommy, Aisha, Kimberly, everything like that, and Billy, they went to another planet, everything like that, went through trials and stuff like that to get the power, came back, defeat Ivan using his people, and that would have been a good thing. Because all that would have taken is just 2 seasons. But they made part one of the Tila of the Masters of the Universe show. What's the Tila show 1-on-1? They killed He-Man 2 times. They stabbed him. They stabbed He-Man 2 times. They kill him off. How? How do you disrespect your main money maker on your show? Leave it to Kevin Smith to do it. Sound like the Master Universe people probably could try to defend it. Cause that's what all y'all can check. Ooh, shoot. I don't. Ooh, awesome. Oh yeah, that day came out of nowhere. I did not like that because we all know that Tila in the older show is not that. Because we all know that. We all know that Tila is not that. And plus, we all know that the universe and stuff like that need power. Unless they and who gonna be her husband and stuff like that, because she be a husband and everything like that. In my opinion, so stuff like, in my opinion, I give this Master Universe show a 2.5 out of 5 so far. And plus, I type in the chat right up in Mad Max channel. If y'all know who that is on YouTube, I type in the channel right talks on. It's more of a Tila show, just with He-Man on it. And he came up with my comment and stuff like that. If y'all seen it, he said if I seen the show. I was shocked. I said, wait a minute now. I type in the comment, no disrespect to Max, everything like Mad Max, but in my opinion, right? I did saw the show. In my opinion, I did saw the show. For him to ask that was kind of disrespectful in my opinion. Because think about it, I am typing in that comment for a reason. It's more like a Tila show. It's more of a Tila show than in my opinion, it's more of a Tila show than that He-Man show. Because the show it's on Master of the Universe, and the Master of the Universe is not Tila, it's not Ram Man, it's not the King or Queen, it is He-Man. Those just the background partners of his. Because if you look at it, this show is more about the background people more than He-Man just trying to overcome adversity for him to him try to defeat Skeletor or Skelegod, as people would call him. And plus the other stuff that I know about the franchise, it sounds like how can I say, Donnie Yen. The Donnie Yen It Man stuff is good too. Because you look at the It Man 1, 2, 3, and 4. The one with Donnie Yen was in, and one with Grandmaster was good too. Because the It Man stuff is good too. Now the Kung Fu stuff, and let's just try to go to Kung Fu movies. Or Kung Fu people something like Jackie Chan. I know that Tony Jaa is good. They got yeah. Yeah, shoot. I did not. I didn't like that because, like, in my opinion, right, for me to when I type comments in the comment section of people live chats, I type stuff in the comment in the live chats because that's why I not seen the show. If I didn't see a movie, I would not type nothing dealing with that movie and act like I seen it, and that's just me because that's what I seen part 1. I seen part 2. Oh yeah. And Black Dynamite is good. Oh wait a minute. With is that the Black Dynamite, the one with Michael J. White? Because they Michael J. White was a good Universal Soldier too, inside the Van Damme movie. Good, so I agree with that too. And that's just me and my opinion about it. Oh yeah. Okay. That because like the other movies I like for that the new Kung Fu people I like sound like Tony Jaa. I like him. Equal the Raid person. They're playing Raid equals. Did y'all like um Raid 1 or Raid 2? Because like I like out both of them, but it seems like Raid 1, Raid 2. Which one y'all like? Oh, Then they made an adult show on about Black Dynamite. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. That didn't the Adult Swim made a Mike Tyson show as well? Yeah, I kind of agree with that. That, but Raid 2 was also good, but Raid 1 was better. But the thing about my opinion, it sounds like I think Tony Jaa equals I think could be like the next Jackie Chan. I think in my opinion, if they put him like in new, well well known movies, I think that's good. They can cross over. They already cross over, but they could cross over to some more audience. I think, in my opinion, if they can do it. Because looking at Tony Jaa already was in Triple X, and oh yeah, oh yeah, Mike Tyson. Oh yeah, I'm man, I remember some of these shows too. Yeah, let me ask everybody that's in the chat, right? If y'all were making would y'all make the Predator series based on a home planet, or would y'all make it about the Predator series about them hunting down people? Because they say they're supposed to making a Predator series just with Ridley Scott. Would you make it about their home planet first, and how many seasons would y'all do about that before they do it into hunting people? Or would you do like a Predator series or the Predators hunting down aliens? Or sound like the aliens versus predators or something like that. Or sound like the aliens killing people and stuff like that. And they find out that the aliens is killing the predator, some of them. Okay. Okay, home series. That because right, if you seen like the new Predator that came out, that was not the best one. That they're seeing that they had the big predators, they had medium sized predators. That will be that will be good to see like what's the hierarchy of predators, because we know like even the smaller predators is deadly to humans, but to see a big one like that, that was also like that you also can't be too. I think that is too on the nose. I think something like predators and stuff like that. That would be good to see. Something like they can tease aliens throughout the series of them running from the predators and stuff like that. Like they can tease aliens just hiding from them. And just by the end of the first or second season, it will be good. Oh no, they, they're making another Predator movie. It's gonna be what? Oh no, we can't afford another failure for Predator or Aliens, because if you look at it, Aliens and Predators is barely hanging on as it is, and that's the thing. Because think about it, like they should do like the Mandalorian. Don't try to worry about, in my opinion, they try to worry about everything else, in my opinion, and just try to make good movies, good stories, without being woke. And plus, the studio just didn't learn that too, in my opinion. So like people might not like it, but I think, oh yeah, Covenant. I didn't like Covenant. I didn't like Covenant because it seemed like Covenant puts the tease into something. But in my opinion, that was bad. That was a bad long movie, in my opinion. Sound like people might not like it, but it was a bad movie. I think, in my opinion. It sound like people might not like it for saying it, but that's what is different. and and kind of like in my opinion, right? Have anybody see Cowboy Bebop? The Hawkeye show. It's more like a low budget show. It's something like the Green Arrow show, but it's different. It sounds like the Green Arrow show, in my opinion. But things in my opinion, it seems like it going through. In my opinion, how can I say this? It it's kind of like how can I say? It's kind of like in my opinion, stuff like that. It's kind of like the MCU still holding back, but it's kind of like in between Falcon and Winter Soldier, and and plus um and plus Green Arrow. If y'all know what I'm saying. And they teased Echo inside its first and second episode, something like that. And sure, I probably got to go back and I probably got to go back and look at it again and just give my final review on it on Saturday. But the thing about it, it's not bad as One Division, but it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool movie. It's a pretty cool movie though. Uh, and kind of like in my opinions and stuff like that, sound like people might not like. It sounds like I think that it's the Spider Man. It's the new Spider Man movie. Do not have Toby and Andrew in it, and that and plus the movie don't be good. That might be one of the most in my opinion most downgraded movie besides Captain Marvel. Is Toby or is the movie not right or not any different Avengers in it? That will be one of the worst downvoted movies if the story is not good. It could it could be worse downvoted than it could be downvoted worse than Captain Marvel and One Division if it just don't have certain stuff. And kind of like for some people might like it, some people might not. But everybody's different in their own way. And kind of like for me, in my opinion, sound like everybody's different though. In my opinion, everybody's different. Everybody's different this way and that way. That's just me. And let me ask y'all something, right? What besides that because I think the Halo series sounds like GRGE4 say. I think the Halo series and could be like a good series points, I think, and that could be like a good franchise. I think, in my opinion, could be good. And that's just me, in my opinion. So like it if the Halo series for the video games and stuff like that actually be good, sound like the animated movies and stuff like that could be just as halfway good and stuff like that. And we need a Mass Effect. On the Mass Effect movies could be good, and that could be and that could be in the mix as one of the best action movies or shows or something like that. Wait a minute, we talking about shows. Oh yeah, if Halo be like the next Game of Thrones, whew, that will force Disney to change their formula about what shows, what ratings could be on it, and and plus do y'all do, and plus we got Power Rangers and stuff like that coming onto Netflix in 2023 in a movie, and plus we know that movie is not gonna be kid friendly and stuff like that, and that won't be kid friendly stuff. That might be like to a teen to a young adult, on and And plus, we all know that the Power Rangers movies or shows are going to be more. It's going to have more stakes than Tom Holland's two movies, which is going to be sad, in my opinion. It's going to be real sad for me to see. Because like in my opinion, stuff like that's not good. That's not good for me to say that. I think a Power Rangers show that coming out in a year and a half, it's gonna have more stakes. It's gonna have more stakes than Tom Holland did in two movies throughout the Spider-Man films. That is my opinion about that, but that's just me, and that is bad in my opinion for me to say that because think about it that I wouldn't say about the Toby films and not even about the Andrew films because the Andrew films have stakes in it. That but do y'all think that if y'all were doing like a Mass Effect series stuff like that, like who would y'all start off with on Commander Shepard movie with Henry Cavill, or would y'all do with something else? Oh yeah, that is true. Tom Holland always getting help because that's kind of bad in my opinion because if you look at it, the movies I think in my opinion, right? They should have Spider Man try to overcome it with his brains. I think in my opinion, and that's just me in my opinion about that. Oh yeah, Henry Cavill, he could be like not like a Commander Shepard name by name, but he could be like the Commander Shepard's son, if y'all know what I mean. He, he could be the son of big old Commander Shepard of him just finding his own way throughout the specters and stuff like that. Because we all know, right? Also, if you have him as the son, that's a Commander Shepard, but that's what they can always make a prequel show with somebody else as being Commander Shepard and have a prequel movies about him. Because think about it, I'll make the movie about Mass Effect 1 and 2, but the third one, just make your own. I think some of that. This I would do. I would make Henry Cavill the son of what's just big old Commander Shepard, and just had the prequel about the father. That is me. Because think about it, you got you got a two Henry Cavill, the son part, and you bring in somebody else as the father, as big old Commander Shepard and things like that, and that is like two ways of making money. Henry Cavill as the son, or somebody else as the father. That's just my opinion. Everybody is different in different ways, but that's just me. But then if you make Henry Cavill Commander Shepard, I won't be mad at that either. And kind of like, in my opinion, right? It's like I don't get it. Sound like anime fans always get mad when the show or streaming services don't try to make the show like the anime. Sound like Cowboy Bebop did that. Cowboy Bebop did that. It made it similar to the show. They had the clothes, they had the choreography and stuff like that. And some of the story might not be point from the anime, but the story's kind of cheesy, but it's good at the same time. But that's just season one. But that's what just wait this season two. I think in my opinion, just wait this season two and wait till people make that just make their corrections and just make the story better. But the thing about it, people's downgrading already. Because they was hating on Death Note because Death Note was no like the anime, but you're not happy with Cowboy Bebop. Come on now, people, man. We got to make our minds up at some point. Because we can't be saying that we want this and when you get it, you don't like it. If you get this, you don't like it. You get the other part, you don't like it. I say, what in the world do y'all? Some anime people can't be pleased. I think, in my opinion, they cannot be pleased. So, like, people might not agree with me on that, but that's what is true. That and kind of like, in my opinion, stuff in it is like on the next great franchise. I think, in my opinion, could be like, how can I say this? They could be like, let me see. It's not Chucky. I ain't talking about Chucky. It on the next big franchise I like back in the day was sound like the Bruce Lee movies. Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Samuel Hung. I like his movies. Some of his movies was cool. Samuel Hung movies were cool. Um, let me see what else. Let me see what else because oh yeah, the Rocky that oh yeah, the wait a minute. Rocky movies? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the Rocky movie was good, but they get to the fourth one. I think the fourth one wasn't that good. The fourth one was good, but the fifth one, I think fifth or sixth was it was cool, but it wasn't as good as the other ones. Because the early Rocky movies was good, I think, in my opinion. The early Rocky movie was good. And put the Creed movie was good too. Creed 1 and 2 was good too. And plus the next movie is like, I probably think that they can do is like another Killzone movie just with Tony Jaa. With just with Tony Jaa and somebody else coming in up in that scene, because if you've seen the foreign movie, Tony Jaa stuff like that, or one of the John Woo movies, some of the John Woo Chinese movies good too. Now the John Woo movies, some of them was good too. Hard Boil, yeah, yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Talking some it sounds like a reboot of the Rocky franchise, but that's what it put their own spin to it, but also pay respect to the older ones. Did it pay respect to the other franchises and stuff like that? But also, but also being good, the original storytelling, everything like that. It's cool. It's cool in my opinion. It sounds like some people might like it, some people might not like it. But that's what more people like Creed or not. More people like Creed just did a 2016 Ghostbusters was supposed to be one of the reboots, and that is my problem with it. So some the people that like 2016 Ghostbusters always just been talking some people just don't like our movies because we prejudice, because we hate women. I say I don't hate women, but that movie just sucks. It's not as good as the other ones. They didn't even follow their own rules during the movie. They just killing ghosts left and right. Say, I said, wait a minute now. Did you set rules for your own thing, and you never follow your own rules? And that's the thing about it. And that is my opinion. That is my opinion about it. Kind of like my other opinions that I don't is that I don't like to disrespect other people's stuff. I think, in my opinion, sound like channels and their opinions. But then, in my opinion, it's not as good as the other ones. It's not as good. Sound like people might like it. People might like it. People might not like it. But that's what, in my opinion, some of the older action movies is better than new ones. And some like the one for overseas. I like them overseas action movies though, like in China, India, and stuff like that. Like some of their movies actually be good. Some of the movies actually be good in my opinion, and that is my opinion about that. In my opinion, Some people might like it, some people might not. But that's just my opinion. And okay, let me see. Oh yeah, John Wick. Yeah, the thing about it, in my opinion, sound like if it sound like American people, I think if they can make more movies, something like John Wick, but just in different formats, I think in my opinion, sounds like they can make fighting tournament movies and stuff like that, like just in a reboot way. That could be a good thing, in my opinion. So like in my opinion, if John Wick could succeed in this climate of superheroes, it is no excuse for other studios just can't do it because the studio just need to put their own spin on it, build up on the first movie, build up your rules and act, build up your rules where you think of the rules of being a killer, not a killer, being a hero, stuff like that. Set up the rules in the first movie. The second one, expand on it. The third movie, you just put all the action to it, which I think, in my opinion, it should do. Sound like people might not like it, but they should. Oh no, the new Matrix teaser? No, no, I didn't saw it because because I don't like to look at but I'm just looking on Saturday on that new teaser because on Saturday I will be doing the Matrix trailer breakdown on it to make sure that I didn't miss nothing, and plus the teaser breakdown. Those two on Saturday. And those two things I'm doing on Saturday, break down the teaser and break down the teaser. I'm break down the teaser on Saturday and post the trailer again. Just to see if I ain't missed nothing. Because you know the Matrix stuff, you always miss something on it. You think you missed something, think you didn't. And just for everybody on YouTube, everybody on Twitch, I will see y'all later. I will see y'all Saturday, and plus, I will see y'all Saturday about the same time. I will see y'all later, and just have a good day.